About New Year's resolutions with mediation. Joining us from the Baroness Consulting and Mediation is the Baroness Juliane von Schmeling. Juliane, nice to have you on the show today.
Happy to be back, Dave.
All right, well, let's talk about New Year's resolutions. One of the things you recommend, getting current problems resolved.
Yes, I mean, we all know of people that have friends, employees, family members is probably the worst, that don't speak to each other for one reason or another, and generally there's really no reason for that. Something caused it, something many times minute, or something that was just turned into a big thing when it started with almost nothing, but the two parties just will not come together anymore. So if one at least decides that maybe mediation might be an option for them and invite the other one to come in, we can help them to, number one, figure out what the real problem was, because sometimes that's forgotten already. And number two, discuss some of the underlying problems that might be there.
And then this is not just something for families, but it might be coworkers. It could be even a neighbor that you may have an issue with.
Yeah, I mean, especially in the workplace, it's amazing. I've worked in corporate for so many years, both here and in Europe, and it's amazing what you see, especially in larger corporations, when people don't get along, or if there's something that they think one party did, but they may not even have done that. The sabotage that occurs, or the trying to hold each other back, or, as I said, sabotage, when they would both be doing better, working together or working on a common goal. And if those underlying problems there could be resolved, and that, again, either the one party could call us and we would invite the other one in, or the employer could invite us to come in and see if we could resolve some of that. It's amazing. It's so little, most of these things.
And when it comes to these agreements, once you work things out, I mean, they are binding and they are legal, right?
Yes, if we have to come up, for example, in a neighbor dispute or something like that, if we have to come up with something that in the end needs to be legally binding, once both parties have signed on an agreement that, you know, anybody can write, we can for them as a summary, or they can have written up by an attorney or something like that. The moment both have signed it, and then even if they have notarized it, it's a legal document. But the beauty of, generally, the contracts or agreements that have that come about through mediation, they have enormous longevity because both parties had input in that, and they actually together decided to have this particular result. So both are more comfortable following it than instead of a magistrate or a judge dictating it. It causes a whole other set of problems. But when they both decide to work on this and work this out, it just works so much better long term.
All right, for our viewers who may need help in terms of mediation, how can they get in touch with you?
Well, they can call our office for a free consult to set up, see if this would even work for them, at 570-814-3563. They can go to our website, thebaroness.biz, or Facebook, or YouTube, or whatever.
Wherever you may find the Baroness and social media are out there. The Baroness Juliane von Schmeling from the Baroness Consulting and Mediation in Wilkes-Barre. It's great to see you this week. We'll see you again next time.
Thanks, Dave.
The aromas in this kitchen